So we left Peggy's Cove and continued along the south shore. Our next stop was Terrance Bay Lighthouse.
What is it? What you got there? Don't eat that.
We took a small path which seemed to go through private property to get to Terrance Bay. I believe this pathway provides right-of-way for the public to access the lighthouse. The lighthouse was established in 1885, and at first it was a lantern atop a 25-foot tall mast with a white shed at the base. Later, in 1903, the enclosed tower was erected. Apparently, there have been some issues with access to the lighthouse. I'm assuming and hoping that they have been resolved now. We came here to look at Pennant Harbor Lighthouse, but it looks like they moved it. Well, not really. I think they took it down and I think it's no longer there. I haven't really done the research of why they took it down, but I'm gonna walk over and we'll see what's left of it. The lighthouse put in operation in 1903 on Pennant Bay was a square wooden tower with sloping sides. A fiberglass tower replaced the original lighthouse in 1991 after the wooden tower had deteriorated beyond economical repair. Pennant Harbor Light was discontinued in late 2016, and I'm not entirely sure when it was taken down, but it could have been quite recent. It was a skinny lighthouse. I'm not sure if we can still add this lighthouse to our list, but I feel like we should, like in memory of all the lighthouses that were taken down. So we are going to add it to our list. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So we're here at the Sombra lighthouse, but I think it's a private road. The lighthouse is all the way over there, so too bad we can't get up close. We really don't want to get in trouble, so we're just taking it in from here. Technically, if you're standing on the lighthouse property, that's not their property. That belongs to the public, right? It's just that like they haven't given right of way through their property. Like you can go over the stones and then get to the lighthouse, because if you're standing on the lighthouse, that's public. Like public can access that, but you can't get there. So it's like it's kind of a very gray area, which we really do not want to explore right now. Let's go to the next lighthouse where we can actually maybe go inside. Chibukto Head has had 4 lighthouses and several keepers' houses. The first light was completed in 1872. It was a square wooden tower 22.5 feet high, painted white. The dwelling for the keeper and his family was attached to the light tower. In 1930, a new concrete octagonal lighthouse was built. Unfortunately, this lighthouse didn't last too long, as it was destroyed at the onset of World War II, so a gun emplacement could be built. And finally, the current lighthouse, a concrete octagonal tower, was completed in 1967. The lighthouse is a very popular destination for weekend hikers, berry pickers, shipwreck divers, and people who drive there for the view of the ocean, storms, passing ships, and whales. Chibukto Lighthouse! Yay! Like you see how it's like light blue and then dark blue? Like you could literally draw a straight line there. And it's so satisfying to look at.
Oh, just call it a problem.
I'm not gonna call them. Okay, so this is another one of those lighthouses which is like in private property, like you need the right of way. There is a sign outside there that says you can't trespass, but if you want to, like for permission, call this number. And I'm a millennial and I have trouble speaking to people on the phone. And I don't really want to call anyone, so we'll just look at it from a distance, take a picture. I guess I understand. It looks like it's a factory or something. I mean, they're not saying you can't enter. They're just asking you to like call and get permission, which is fine. I mean, at least they're making the effort. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wish it said text
instead of call.
Yeah. Okay, so both of us were starving, so we got ourselves some pizza. It looks so good. We're gonna eat this pizza and head over to our next destination. We stopped by this little, it's called Now We Cookin'. It's a small shop here. Aldo wanted fish and chips, but then I convinced him to get pizza. Because pizza solves everything. Had to get dessert. How many lighthouses we've seen so far? I'm glad you're driving because I'm definitely going to take a nap now. So glad you're driving. Yeah. Let's go. What is this? Where's the lighthouse? You questioned my methods when I asked you to get that big jug of water.
What do you mean? Questioning your methods?
You were like, oh, we don't need a jug this big.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think this will be more than enough for our entire trip. Right?
Yeah. So we're trying to find a Spry Bay lighthouse. When we got here, there's a big iron gate just before this road, not letting any vehicles in, and there's like a keypad and everything. It does seem very private, but it does not say no trespassing. There's no sign, and there was a little path on the side, so we just kind of took that path to try to get up to the lighthouse. Fingers crossed. Let's go. There were two stations established on Tomless Head. A front light exhibited 74 feet high above water from an enclosed wooden tower, and a rear light is exhibited 110 feet above water from a lantern placed on a skeleton steel tower. Public access to this lighthouse is still a mystery. So we made it to the lighthouse. This place does look like a private property, a private development of some kind. My guess is it's like a luxury Airbnb type development. They have really, honestly though, they've done a beautiful job developing this place, and I don't know if anyone from this place is going to watch this video, but I just want to say thank you for letting us come see it. It is an absolutely gorgeous... Oh wait, come down. Up. It is an absolutely gorgeous place. It has like a little swimming pool type setup there, and lots of trails leading up to the lighthouse and other things, I'm sure. And I think they've also planted a bunch of trees. I don't really know what they are, but they did look interesting. But anyway, we're here to look at the lighthouse. There it is. This is the Spry Bay lighthouse. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's what it is. Let's take a picture. So we have 2 more hours of daylight left. Where should we go next? Did you just say fish and chips? You just got pizza. What is wrong with you? This was the last lighthouse of the day. We looked for a camp spot all evening until it got too dark. We then made our way to Antigonish and finally found an RV campground to spend the night. The campground was closed for the season, but they were kind enough to let us pick a spot and pop the tent out. We woke up early the next morning and headed east towards Cape Breton. Our first stop before hitting Cape Breton, and now I know I'm going to butcher the name of this lighthouse, but our first stop was Havre-Boucher Range Rear Lighthouse. What number is this? I have no idea. Okay.
The track gets tight.
Looks like an ATV trail.
There is no lighthouse, right? Oh, there's a rail. No, that is sketchy.
Okay, so we came all this way. We almost had to like off-road to get here to look at the North Canso Lighthouse, but it looks like the lighthouse has been taken down. But luckily we did get to see another lighthouse before we got here. We stopped at that other lighthouse this morning. It was way too early and there was a dog barking, so we just like quickly went up there, and again it was obviously in private property, so we just went there, quickly took a picture and then came back to look at this lighthouse. It's been taken down, but that's all right. It's still, I think this is a perfect place to make some breakfast and maybe some coffee, so let's do that.
Hello? Leave it.
I think I just found something interesting. Oh. What do I get there? It's a geocache. Awesome. Yeah. Yes, please.
Back safely where you found it. When was the last time someone
Found it?
2020 September.
So I'm just reheating some pizza, and I saw this hack where they said put water while you reheat your pizza, and it's like the way to do it. So I'm gonna try that out today, because why not? Only if you fit 2 slices in there, it'd be perfect. But I doubt. So we may have to do one at a time, huh?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the first one.
Of course you will. Feel for him to play, isn't it?
Good boy.
Your house, because it doesn't feel well. Well, it's soft. But. So this is a really neat spot. Gorgeous view for sure. But it was really tight getting in, so would definitely recommend it, but for a smaller rig and 4-wheel drive for sure. But yeah, it's a beautiful spot to, you know, camp. It was perfect for us to just get some breakfast and coffee started. Kala to do his morning duties. Maybe us too, but nobody will ever know. Okay, I think we're gonna go now. And is our next stop Cape Breton? Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any lighthouses on the way to Cape Breton that are left.
We are already inside Cape Breton, I think.
No, we're not.
Okay.
No. That's it. Let's go. Next stop, Cape Breton. Come, Kala. Come on, Sancho. Is your muddy paws? Your paws muddy? Kala boy, sit. Sit. Good boy, paw. Yes. And so we finally enter Cape Breton, not before getting a glimpse of the Bald-shaped Point rear lighthouse. See you next week as we explore lighthouses in Cape Breton. And like always, like this video if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave your questions and comments in the comment section below. That's it. Thanks, bye!